My name is _Rabbicat, and I'm here with my cousin. Today, we're going to talk about CSS.
Yep.
This is the second tutorial. Please watch the first tutorial on CSS. Anyways, we have some rules up here, or styles. And as we checked before,
Could probably do this in like 3 minutes.
yeah, we probably could. Yeah, we kind of had some trouble doing this like 5 times. But it's okay. It basically, you had to pick a certain font.
Yeah, font, Arial, that's pretty normal. Or you can do whatever font you want.
Whatever
Just-
font is supported.
Yes, whatever font is supported in the version of HTML you're using.
Yes, indeed. So with the font family, is there any other things like changing the size? The answer is yes. And you can change it by something 160%. It's changed, as you can see. Or you can change it in pixels. But there is one rule. You can't just have a number and leave it as that, because that will not work. You can see it's way smaller. Maybe you're thinking, oh, it's just a small measurement. Well, still, if I do this, it's the same thing. So it should give you a clue that it doesn't work. So I'll stick with my 24 pixels for now. Anyways, what about borders? Borders around the element. Well, your element, I should say. Well, we could do it with border, and this describes how thick it is in pixels. And you can also do percentages too. Solid, and you can only do solid. Then a color, and you can do RGB, hex, or a color name. Any color name. There's a lot of color names that are supported in CSS. Fun fact, CSS means cascade style sheets, because it's supposed to style your website. I mean,
Yep.
you can't do stuff like this in HTML, can you?
Probably not.
Plain HTML. That's regarding the style attribute. Anyways, back to the video. Padding. It's basically a size, how big something is in all directions. So, I'll make it 8 pixels. As you can see, it's bigger in 8 pixels. So basically, how I describe it is, we have the outer elements, and it sizes the elements by how much you put. How do I say this? Like, the size you put in here in pixels or percentages. Can I de-highlight it? Thank you. Sorry about that. So that's pretty cool. Now what about spacing out from other elements? Well, that's when margin comes in. We'll make a margin of 12 pixels. I know. You can see it came in by 12 pixels, approximately. The web page is really small, so it doesn't really have that much space to work with. That's pretty much it for the tutorial. No, not actually. We're just going to talk about a bunch of rules. Next, we're going to talk about some values that are set in stone.
Oh, yeah, and we also have a challenge for you guys. Make a website with all the things that we've taught you. And
yeah.
We'll check that website out.
Yeah, you can have an actual website, just some HTML. We can copy and paste it, like, really easily. And yeah, if we like it, we'll go ahead and comment on your comment. Well, reply to your comment, I should say. And you'll win absolutely nothing. Maybe a
Except we will mention you in our next CSS video.
Yes. So yeah, we're gonna talk about values. Now we're gonna talk about default and inherit, and then after that we'll do maybe a speed code of a website that uses all the stuff we've learned so far. So, do you have any questions for default and inherit?
Not really. I have a question on how it's gonna be. Are we gonna use both HTML and CSS in the speed code?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's talk about inherit. Inherit inherits a certain rule from its above element or parent element. If you're from Roblox Studio, but I'll call it above element. So basically, like if we inherit, I don't know, let's say, oh, this is super hard. The font family. The default is Times New Roman, and guess what? It'll be Times New Roman because it is inherited from this. But if we use Arial, and I don't know, we'll make a bold element here. I'll call it ID inherit. So hashtag inherit. And yes, you can use multiple elements in one style tag. That is very possible. So the color is going to be inherited. The font family is also going to be inherited. Let's see how this looks. Well, we have the same color and we have the same font family. So this is Arial and this color is the same as this color up there. That's because it's inherited. The only thing that isn't inherited is the fact that it's bold. And that's an HTML thing, not a CSS. So, yep, we're going to start on speed code. H1, a table, and a paragraph. And some styling.
Dude,
with some stuff you understand.
Can I do a speed code?
Yes, so when we're done with beginner HTML and CSS, you can make something and then we'll speed code.
Dude, I thought that we were going to do like a speed code side by side with you and me.
Oh, yeah, that changed. Sorry about that.
Okay.
But still. We'll go ahead, like, at the end of the series, you send me, like, a speed code through email.
Well, I don't have QuickTime.
You could just use, like, a screen player that, like, Screencastify and then send me a Drive email. That would work.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll make an OBS video.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So that is what you can do with the CSS that we learned today. With my beloved cousin.
Well, not beloved, just
yeah.
your cousin.
Yeah. The challenge is to, of course, make something that uses all the stuff we learned. And width, yes, I forgot, but I had to have it. Width is basically sizing the element. I use percentages. You can use pixels too. So this is 0%. This is 100%. This is like 50%. 35, 75, and so on and so on. And width is actually pretty useful. I used it before in like Replit. You can see my Replit, right here. Somewhere around there. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye!